Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My ex-girlfriend and my brother. My ex-girlfriend was everything to me. She was the reason I came out earlier than I wanted to. She encouraged me to be myself and helped me understand that there was nothing wrong with me. Before my ex-girlfriend, I was socially awkward. I was always in isolation because I didn't know how to associate with the crowd. I would go to classes and sit at the back and alone. She walked in one afternoon and that's how everything about me changed. I started brushing my hair and tried on makeups. She was gorgeous and laughed really hard. We became friends after she insisted I tell her my name. We hit it off. Our first kiss was in a forest where we went to take nature pictures for our collage project. It was my first kiss. We dated for about 7 months and I felt it was time I told my family everything, including how I'm a lesbian. Everyone took it really well except my brother. It bothered me because we were really close and it was important to me that I have his love and support. I decided to put hold of the relationship and work on getting my brother back. It went on for about a month. My ex-girlfriend offered to talk to him, so I let her. It wasn't long after that, she started behaving a certain way towards me. I tried my best to get her to open up. She kept saying she needs to think about the relationship. Later that week, my cousin told me she saw them taking pictures by the beach and it looked weird because they seemed really close. I told her it was nothing, because she's a lesbian. Turned out she had started sleeping with my brother and they managed to hide it so well. I was shattered. Every single thing in my life fell apart. I instantly went back to my shadowed, isolated and socially incapable self. It's been 5 years and I haven't recovered from that experience. My brother and I don't talk anymore. I ignored my ex as much as I could till we left school. I'm still broken and hurt. It still hurts. It's affected everyone and everything around me. That's not your brother. That's someone you so happen to share the same mother with. I still can't imagine how he would do that to me. He said she came on to him. She said he came on to her. Both blaming the other. And whichever way it happened doesn't even matter because both people shouldn't have pursued it at the very least while you were together and until they had spoken to you about wanting to pursue it. Think about it this way. You went through 7 months of love. You're capable of it. Now you need to redirect that into self-love. Do the things that you love doing and don't worry about the things that don't matter. Life is way too short to be worrying about something that once was. Think about all the good things that you have because they are still there. I will. I definitely will. I deserve to be loved. And properly too. Unfortunately, I can relate to this very much. My most recent ex was a cheater and I live with my brother. We live in a very small community so all 3 of us have countless mutual friends. I would vent to my brother because I didn't have anyone else that she wasn't friends with. Too many mutual friends kept pressuring me to hear her out. That she wanted to apologize and try to be friends again. I don't take cheaters back. But it's a small town so I wanted to get an apology and see if there would be a way for me to tolerate crossing paths with her in the future. Against my better judges I conceded to sitting down with her and I decided we'd do it at the bar my brother was working at. It started out better than I anticipated, but I quickly realized that she was a narcissist and that I wasn't getting an apology, but rather excuses about how she's broken. I got pissed and left. It was 30 minutes before bar time anyway and my brother had already started closing up. He never came home that night. I found out that they had been hooking up for weeks and had even had a conversation with a mutual friend within earshot, where they discussed hooking up and they both acknowledged that it would devastate me. Neither of them cared enough to not act on it. I absolutely blame her because she's proven herself to only care about her own selfish wants. But I absolutely blame him and I hate him for it. That's my blood and the man that listened to me blubber about how much I cared about her and how much she crushed my whole soul. This was a new level of betrayal. Having been cheated on before and stabbed in the back by friends, I now cut cancers like that out of my life completely, guilt-free. Unfortunately, I still live with my brother for at least 1 more month which has forced us to interact. They almost immediately cut things off. BTW. But I hate seeing his face, let alone having to talk to him. He doesn't know the hate and the hurt that I harbor. No apology could ever undo this betrayal. So when I move, I am absolutely done with him. Blood relations mean the world to me, but at the end of the day, they are just a lottery you win. They are chosen for you at birth and there's no guarantee that they are going to be good to you or good for you. Unfortunately for us, it was a brother who we were raised with and should have been able to trust and rely on. But, just like friends, we can choose whether or not to maintain a relationship with them. I'm not looking forward to family functions after I move out, but that's putting the cart in front of the horse. I wish you the very best, OP. Don't let this terrible incident traumatize you out of having a happy, fulfilled future. You deserve the best. Karma will repay our betrayers. This is really sad. Why people do this is really beyond me. Hugs. Red heart. I've resigned to believing that these people are flawed to the core of their being and that we just happened to be collateral damage in the wake of their storm. It could have been anyone, but it ended up being us. It's another lottery we won, unfortunately. Thank you, OP. I hope your brother is haunted by his betrayal for the rest of his life. Thank you. Currently, he doesn't care. I suppose I have enabled this. I life with him, hopefully on my last month. And, while I mostly avoid him, I have remained cordial. The betrayal is done. I feel how I feel about him, so I don't see any point in making it anything more. He's done to me, so I'm not gonna catch a charge for kicking his ass or anything. I will simply never intentionally see him again once I've moved out. Maybe then he will begin to understand the gravity of the situation. We'll see. The lack of sympathy in these comments because this is a same-sex relationship is depressing. If you were a guy dating a girl who had sex with your brother, the comments would be 100% more sympathetic. I am sure. Regardless, I feel so disgusted in my gut that people can do this to someone else. I've done some nasty things and I've had people do some nasty things to me. A few years ago, a boy coerced me into losing my virginity. I said no over and over, but I gave in out of pressure because he wouldn't stop begging me. He then stopped talking to me completely and avoided me, while trying to duck other girls, even my best friend. Thankfully she didn't do anything and we are still best friends today. It hurts until this day and it will always hurt my soul, but I'm working towards forgiveness. Every time I see someone's picture online, my soul feels heavy. I'm not sure this feeling will ever go away. What your ex-girlfriend and your own brother did to you was absolutely disgusting and I would also never talk to them again. You have every right to feel completely heartbroken and defeated by this. To be honest, I feel like most people could benefit from therapy to help with trauma. I know I definitely could. I don't know why I wrote this much, but I feel so much empathy for you. I don't know what the answer is except staying away from them and working towards forgiveness within yourself. For you, not for them. Thank you. This is very uplifting. Hey there, you need to let go and forgive. You are not forgiving for them but for you. Forgiving doesn't mean getting in touch or acknowledging their existence. If you feel like you did something wrong, forgive yourself. If you can't forgive, then just let go. Let go of the pain, the brother, the ex, the relationship. You know, in this life I encourage people to be a little selfish. Think about yourself this time. What does OP want? What are OP's goals? First step is acceptance. Accept it was shitty what happened. Accept it is over. Accept that you were wronged. Accept that you also have a life of your own. Make peace with this as you can't continue like this. Thank you so very much. Thank you. 6. With all sincerity, I hope in a few months you will be in a better place. You are welcome. What is new in the world? Nothing. What is old in the world? Nothing. Everything has always been and will always be. Say Baba. I don't believe in forgiveness. BCS. That once again puts the person who harmed you center of attention. You accept and forgive if it will do you good, but there's no need to grant the person who harmed you any sort of grace. Also, I don't think you meant it that way, but I avoid using the words just. If it was so easy as just letting go, this sub wouldn't have any users. If you can't forgive, then just let go. Let go of the pain, the brother, the ex, the relationship. I agree with you. I meant forgiving for oneself, not forgetting and acting like it never happened. Forgiveness for me is letting go. I am not in any way downplaying what they did or dismissing OP's feelings. I'd even recommend nuclear, but I am not OP. And you seem like a wonderful person inside and out. Red heart suit. I am so sorry this happened to you. Thank you. Purple heart. Duck. This is the worst betrayal. What's your parents' stance? They found out much later and they were not happy about it. Well, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Please try to remember you weren't the awful person here. It was both of them. Purple heart. You are a beautiful and honest person. Why are you stuck with that negativity? Your brother and ex are scums. Try some therapy and change the negative into positive. Good luck. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.